Alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie Laporte.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
They never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Atlanta calls timeout. Oh, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Grant, you know a little something about athleticism.
Well, look, the bottom line is, if you have the athleticism in today's game, where speed and pace is so important, and you're taking the physicality out of the game, I believe it gives you an advantage on both ends of the floor. If you're an offensive player who's skilled with the athleticism, you have a chance to be dominant. And then also defensively, you can be a rim protector, on-ball defender. So that kind of component to it is certainly an ingredient for success in today's game.
Now the Hawks with it. It's George on the wing. A production powerhouse for this team, putting up 36 and a half a game. Here he goes. And George with the jam.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. Paul George got it there.
And Grant, the three-pointer becoming a devastating part of Paul George's arsenal.
And what's fascinating, about half of his shots coming from long range, and he still seems to make them at an elite level.
And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, defender just a little too late in reacting. Gets a piece of Paul George, but a piece, that's not enough.
Lillard outside. Thompson outside. Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Smart. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a couple of those, but I'd love to see him get up.
Uses the glass on the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's George. He's got 6. Now here's Wiggins. Back to Thompson. Wiggins drives in.
That's just called working within the offense as Thompson, unwilling to settle for a shot, has good vision, and then sees the open man.
Now here's Adebayo. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. And finished off by Adebayo.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Lillard fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. The Hawks leading. George outside. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Adebayo. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Bam trying to expand his game a little bit as he's able to knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
And Siakam gets it to go.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Outside Murray. Launches a 3. Now Lowry. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
Oh, and the bench is going nuts.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Down low. The rebound by Lowry. To the left side wing. Adebayo in the post. And finished off by Adebayo.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. They get it back.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
George, no good. The Suns trailing. Here's Wiggins. And that one is stopped right through.
A mobile attacking player. Wiggins' teammates and coaches love when he uses his physical tools to his advantage. Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Wiggins outside. It's stolen by Smart. On the break. To 3, George. Stolen by Siakam. Wiggins right side. He's off on that one. Good D by Adebayo. Here's Murray, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Smart outside. He takes it in. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Thompson outside. Lillard outside. .23 seconds left in the first quarter here. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Wiggins. And again, it's the Suns missing. George left side. Outside Murray.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Hawks on top, up 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Hawks guys, what jumps out to you statistically?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And there's a lot to admire about how Pascal Siakam attacks defenders. I mean, he's so shifty outside, and he absorbs contact so well when he gets to the rim. He's stronger than you think from looking at his frame.
Sneaky strength of Siakam. It's one of the reasons why he's such a tough matchup.
He really is a tough matchup. He will put bigger guys on skates out there on the perimeter. Of course, he can still play back to the basket on the block. There's no easy answer for how you match up Siakam.
Jamal Murray not shy, and it seems like obviously with each and every year gaining more and more confidence in what he can do to impact the game at which moment.
Now here's Lowry. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Adebayo, no good. Wiggins for three. Another three for Phoenix. And Jamal Murray will tell you, he plays better when he's challenged. He doesn't mind making some enemies along the way, Brent.
Well, I think he embraces the big moment, and then sometimes his reaction after plays gets the gall of those that are facing him. But the point is, he's a competitor, and he has that chip on his shoulder, and he's got another team's full attention.
Adebayo, no good. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Lillard. And stolen by Murray.
You watch the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
George. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, Grant, your induction into the Hall of Fame in 2018, it was awesome to see. A huge honor, and it speaks volumes about your career.
And thank you, Brian. And truly, it was an incredible honor. I get chills now still thinking about it. It's one of those things as a player, you never really aim for. It's never a goal of yours to make the Hall of Fame. But once that opportunity happens, and you go through the enshrinement process, really it just validates you, validates your entire career. And so what an honor, and I'm just so grateful to be in rarefied air along with all the other great Hall of Famers.
Out to the right wing. And the Suns miss again. The Hawks leading. They kick it out to Murray. Back to George. Left side Murray. Driving to the basket. He got a piece of it. Thompson with it. Picked up by Lowry. Out to Lillard. Pass to Thompson. Up and over Lowry. Denied by Adebayo.
Good defensive play. Adebayo on the inside, helping out his teammates.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
The defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's George. Plenty of space. And he hits the jumper for two. And now a 10-point Atlanta lead.
It looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
In transition, here come the Suns. Pass to Wiggins. Takes it inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Good on the bucket. Smart has got his second basket.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Stolen by Lowry. And he lays it in on the break. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter. The Suns trailing. Siakam outside. Back to Thompson. This one for three. The shot off that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. It's George on the wing. He's got 11 to the paint. Here's Adebayo. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 10 points.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Changes for Phoenix.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Now here's Sabonis. One minute left in the first half of basketball. Adams, shot's good.
Well, that's an expansion of Steven Adams' game.
And Atlanta has possession. They've got a 9-point lead. For three, Lowry. Phoenix grabs the miss. Sabonis outside. .34 seconds left to play in the first half. Adebayo grabs the board. Out to the wing. Murray for three. Offensive rebound. Lowry outside. 4 on the clock. That three's off the mark. Richardson with it. Outside Brogdon. And stolen by Adebayo. No luck on that one. And that'll do it for the first half of play. The Hawks on top, up 9. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And so here's Phoenix. 9-point game.
What's interesting, Bam Adebayo grew up in a single-wide trailer home in Pinetown, North Carolina. Now, of course, living with his mother, he made it his mission to get her out of that trailer and into a better life.
Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Siakam. Ibaka. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
And here's Adebayo. 10 points for him. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 12 points in the game. And for motivation, Adebayo told us he kept a picture of that trailer hanging in his locker, adorning the home screen on his phone, its address written on his shoes.
And what motivation that was, and of course, seeing how far he's come. Now, he said that that trailer is where I got the ambition, the anger. If we had a better life, I wouldn't be here. That trailer.
Come on, man.
And it's good for 2.
Klay Thompson as a guard going in there, scrapping around a little bit, and he keeps working until the points are in the bag.
Up top, George. He's got 11. Pass to Adebayo. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And of the great scorers, Grant, who strikes you as the most unselfish?
Without a doubt, B.A., it's LeBron James. I mean, LeBron James throughout his career has been almost at times a pass-first kind of player. A guy who players love to play with because he's so good at facilitating the basketball and keeping everyone engaged. Oh, but by the way, he's a great scorer. May go down one of it's all said and done, as the greatest scorer ever in the NBA, as a guy so unselfish. The most unselfish scorer and maybe the most unselfish superstar in the history of the NBA.
Led the NBA in assists last season.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Come on! Fires from way outside. The long distance three is buried.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Lowry, good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. And here's Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's in the comfort zone. Once he hits that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
A shot by Lillard, no good.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him and see if they can find him.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Pass to Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
And that's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Kicks it to George. Clock at 6. Stolen by Wiggins. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Yeah.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Lillard outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with it.
Now Murray. He's got 9. Kicks it to George. Stolen by Siakam. It's tipped. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Smart. Back to George. On the take. Siakam with the defensive effort.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's George. 18 points for him. And Adebayo slams it in.
Love when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. Lillard outside. It's Wiggins on the wing. It's Lillard with the drive. And the dunk by Lillard.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
Outside Murray. Six on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop.
I like that penetration there. Murray getting to the cup with great quickness.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. 41 seconds left in the third. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Lillard. On the wing, Thompson. Wiggins for three. And the three-pointer goes. Wiggins has got 12.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Murray for three. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawks ahead. They're up. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Atlanta has possession. Pass to George. Lowry outside. Driving in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Able to get to his spots offensively, you simply just can't fall asleep when guarding Lowry on the drive.
And he drops the first. Well, throughout his career, Kyle Lowry has been fantastic on defense. As tenacious as a defender as they come, Grant.
BA, one of my favorite players in the league. I mean, of course, Lowry's small, but has a low center of gravity. Bigger guards can't move him, and he can stay with all the smaller guards, too. Lowry's elite when it comes to taking shots.
Well, if he wants to make the defense
That's
work,
mine.
he's
That's mine.
got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
And there's the rejection. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here's Adebayo. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Here's Siakam. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, I'm more of a paint-by-numbers guy, but among your interest is real art. What sparked your interest in that area?
BA, my parents were collectors. Obviously, I started to collect in college, and then when my budget changed when I became an NBA ball player, I was able to enhance my collection. But it's been great, and one of the sort of outside-the-box hobbies that I've enjoyed. And when you look at the NBA now, there's plenty of athletes doing things that are sort of outside the box. So it's so gratifying to watch these young men continue to pursue interests outside of the game of basketball.
Grant Gallagher coming soon.
I like that. And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
George drives in. Got a hand on it. Tipped. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Atlanta has possession. They lead by 11. Pass to Adebayo. Going inside. And Adebayo slams it in.
And Adebayo's game continues to grow. He's on fire right now.
Siakam outside. Now Lillard. Siakam the screen. Shot clock at 6. Count it.
Well, compact and strong, Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
George with it. It's Adebayo, high post. And finished off by Adebayo.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Siakam. Knocked loose. Thompson outside. And he drives in. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Coaching staff loves it when Klay Thompson mixes it up that time on the drive.
Lowry outside. They kick it out to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Back to Lillard. The 3 ball. Can't get it to drop. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And George with the jam.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And Phoenix has possession. Down by 15. Siakam outside. Lillard up top. Wiggins outside. The 3. Adebayo grabs the board. The 3, George. George with another miss. Pass to Wiggins. Takes a 3. That check, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. It's George on the drive. Thompson pulls it in.
But he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Hawks.
They look to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
Here's George. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. George has got 11 points here in the second half.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time to win the game.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
For 3, George. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Right wing. Out to Thompson. For 3. Sinks it from distance.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Sinks the tray.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's George. Yes.
Pretty cool that Paul George came to the game on a rocket ship because he's on another planet right now.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.